Hey guys, my name is Nibiri and it's time for another kicking of the week. And for today I got a question on how to make future house kick, so I'm gonna give that a shot. So we're gonna do most of the work inside of Kick 2 today, and Kick 2 is just a nice kick synthesizer where you can create any type of EDM kick that you need. And I'm not the biggest listener of future house myself, but I noticed that when you want to make future house, you want to kind of have a kick that's quite upfront, it's quite punchy, and it can be quite short, so you can have your bass lines under there and just playing around your kick drum. So yeah, we're gonna focus on creating a nice, stompy, punchy kick for our for this tutorial. Now, if you never really worked with Kick 2, you can have clicks over here at the right side. There's lots of stuff to look through. And over here at the bottom you have the waveform that you're using for your sub. And we're just going to mute the click like I did, and we're just going to work on our sub first. And just get that to sound right. Give that the right amplitude envelope over here and the right pitch envelope. And after that we're going to look for a click that we're going to put on top of that. So for this kick I'm just going to stick with the sine wave that we have over here, the standard sine wave. And let's just shape our pitch envelope first of all. An important thing about this pitching envelope is the start of it, because if you start this too low, you're gonna have too much of a numb feeling for your click of your kick. Sound more dull, you know. And if you put it too high, it might sound too sharp or too upfront. But as Future House is quite sharp upfront with their kicks, that's where we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep our start quite high, and we're just gonna find a nice place to put this second one. So as you hear probably as I'm scrolling through these frequencies, it's just a matter of balancing these two out and just getting that right click. And I'm just gonna take some time and put it in the perfect spot where I want it to be. Also, shaping this first bit of the amplifier envelope is gonna help you create a more audible click. It's just a matter of playing around until you have something that you like. Now, a little something I want to say about this third point is when you put it too far at the back, or well, further at the back, you're just going to notice that this kick has way more oomph and more punch to it. So it's really just a matter of curving this the right way or putting a next point in there, but just shaping it the right way and giving your kick enough punch, but not too much so it just sounds crazy. After you've done this, you can look for a nice click that you can put over this sub layer. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to be right back until I found something that I like. So I found this nice click called Techno 2. And it might be a little bit too aggressive and distorted, but I think we can get this to fit nicely with our sub. And this is what it sounds like. And now I'm just gonna use the pitch and maybe a little bit of the length and the volume over here, just to get it to fit nicely with our sub layer. Now, and after you're done tweaking your clicks, you can go into here and just add a new envelope on the volume of your click layers. I prefer doing it this way because when you just take away this length, as you see, it's just cutting off the sample, and that's just not as smooth as if you just keep it open and start creating your own envelope in here. So that's what we're going to do right now. And you often find that while you're tweaking the envelope of the click, you can maybe put up the click a little bit louder and then just take away a little bit more of the end, so it just fits a little bit better. So it might take some time tweaking that, but I think that we're done in kick 2 right now. Now listening back to it, I think we can maybe get some more sub in here, or maybe get it quicker to the lowest point. So I'm gonna put this down a little bit more. Now I'm done with my final tweaks, and this is what it sounds like. Another thing that you want to do after being done in kick 2, you can add a compressor on here and maybe a Transient Master, and those two are just going to help shape the transient a little bit more and just get the kick a little bit more in balance. So that's what we're going to do right now. So for the compressor, I normally like to use the VC160, and it's just way too aggressive at the start. When you open it, it just sounds like too much. But we're just gonna tame this down a little bit and get it to sound right with our kick. So we're gonna put the threshold a little bit lower. And the compression a little bit lower as well, so it just reacts a little bit less. And gonna pull down our output as well. So as I said, this compression is going to help balancing our kick, and as I'm turning it on right now, I like it. It's just more balanced. The transient is a little bit more audible, and it's not just gluing together a little bit more. So I like that, but I feel that the click that we added in here with the distortion that it has is just a little bit too audible. So I'm going to go back in kick 2 and get it to sound right. So it's just this ending over here, the rumble is just maybe a little bit too much. So I'm going to shape that some more, and yeah, of course, before I start shaping it, have a little listen and just listen to the ending of the click. It just sounds a little bit too much. It just sounds awkward in the highs, and we don't want that. We want a clean, nice and crisp kick for future house. I'm going to just take this length down, because we're not using that anyway, and just cutting it down to where the sample is roughly ending. And now we're going to shape this some more with our envelope in here. Well, I ended up liking the click that the techno layer had, but the rumble in the end was just too much. So we took that off. As you can see, the entire rumble tail that we had is just gone, and now it sounds like this. And now it's just getting nice and punchy, and it has a nice click from that click layer as well. And the compressor isn't ruining the balance. So right now we're on the right track again, and I'm gonna add a Transient Master just to balance it out as a final effect on the kick chain. So basically what Transient Master just helped us do is just control that transient, and the sustain just shapes the rest of the kick a little bit more. And I just tweaked the settings until I liked it, and yeah, this is the end result that we went for. Now I hope you liked this and you learned something from this, and hopefully I'll see you back soon again. Cheers!